Hi lovelies, this week we are reviewing the Pacifica Pineapple Quench Oil-Free Water Serum, which is meant to moisturise and prep, and I just realised that my purple and pink kind of coordinates. Oh whoops, I didn't actually mean for that to happen. This has got pineapple and hyaluronic acid in it. It's for oily and combination skin types, and if you've seen any of my videos, you know that this is like an oil slick that we're trying to deal with here. And in terms of what it's got in it, so it really likes to say how it's got, let me just read the description briefly on the back. A magical oil-free combo of ingredients includes hyaluronic acid, pineapple extract, calendula, and aloe vera. A perfect prep for favourite mattifying makeup, plus it's fresh and amazing just like you. Cool, whatever, I just want to know if it works. So yesterday I used this wearing the e.l.f. primer, like the poreless putty one that I reviewed previously. If you haven't seen that, go check out that video, especially if you're after a drugstore primer. And today I'm using this. Tomorrow I'm going to use it by itself. I'm just going to be continuing to wear this throughout the week and see exactly how it works, because you know, like when it comes to trying out a new skincare product, you need to see how it works over a period of time. You can't just be like, this is my first impressions, because sometimes it can take your skin a little while to fully react, and you need to be able to see exactly how something works in the long term. So stick around if you want to see exactly how this works on my skin. So this is how our face is looking after we've applied the rest of the makeup. One thing I noticed was that under here there is like some pilling that's gone on. It's not really ideal to have that, obviously, and my skin was so tacky applying that. It's not tacky now. Obviously that is a water-based moisturiser, and this is not water-based, basically. This is silicone-based. So we'll see exactly how it goes. It is right now 7:15, so I'm going to head off to work, and I'll be checking in with you maybe in like 13-14 hours. Let's get this done. Let's get this done fast, because it is nearly 7:20 at night, and I'm tired and I'm hungry. And so are the kids. So let's see. I actually just had a look in the mirror and I was like pleasantly surprised. So let's have a look in the unflattering light that we have before us, lovelies, because I'm here for honesty. So there is still shine, there are still pores, but like it's actually, I don't have any shine on my forehead. Now I've got it all around here. I've had to rush around, it's been a lot today. I start putting on my makeup at 5 AM, and so this is 12, 13, 14 hours of wear. Pretty good. It hasn't made my makeup wear off. Like I said this morning, I was concerned about that pilling that occurred. Like I said, this is a water-based product, so trying to make that line up with something that's clearly not water-based, like you need to try and make sure that the bases of what you're putting together match. That's why you might get pilling, like what I suffered from today. I'm really intrigued. So I think that maybe tomorrow or Wednesday I'm going to try wearing this with just the actual product itself. No primer, no nothing. I'm also going to try out my other primer that I've got. I'm just really intrigued. two products, this is the look that it has created. Now one thing is, this does just kind of like sink straight into your skin so fast, and it just becomes like this tacky thing, and it's just like spreading it around is very difficult, so you have to work quickly. I'm gonna get better at doing that, because I kind of have to get better at doing that, so that's just one thing to note. And so of course I use my primer on top of it. Now the primer did actually absorb into the skin a lot faster than what it normally does, so that's one thing I just noticed when I was applying it, so just worthwhile noting. Let's just zoom in on exactly how the skin looks. So you can see it's actually looking really, really nice and matte. I've continued to use my usual face routine, so that is using primer. I use my Cover FX mattifying powder, and then I also use the matte setting spray from Cover FX. So it does normally create a nice and matte look, but I just want to see exactly how well it lasts throughout the day. I will come and check in with you at the end of the day, probably in around about 12 hours. Right now it is nearly 7 o'clock, so I need to get my butt to work. Okay, it's the end of the day, yay. So it is 6:30 p.m. and I'm home. I fed the cats, so they're not gonna be running around in the background today. But we're here to do a check-in on this. This is still looking good. However, my nose, it's almost like, I know I was really, really cold today, but my nose kind of looks more red than it normally would. Where's my humiliation mirror? There it is. Actually though, this is really good. I'm so surprised at how matte my skin looks. I know that you can see a gleam, I know that you can see stress breakouts because it's been very stressful with all the work I've got to do at the moment, but that's, like, my pores are visible, but my pores are always visible. If you've seen any of my other content, you know that I'm just trying to beat them and just make them shrink, but obviously you can't really easily do that. So impressed with the finish of this. Let's skip forward to tomorrow to see how it works by itself. This is how the look ends up. Let's see how the finish really is. So when I was applying my makeup, I saw that my pores weren't accentuated, nothing, like, it was almost like my foundation went on a bit more matte. And yeah, it's honestly surprisingly good. So we'll come in a little bit closer, shall we? In terms of the texture of my skin and everything, it's actually looking really good. I'm interested to see how this works for the rest of the day. Obviously I'll be reporting back, and also obviously I need to exfoliate my lips, so just ignore my mouth. So it's now 10 to 7, so I'm going to head off to work, and I'll see you when I come back. Hey lovelies, it is now 10 to 7 at night, so it's been a full day of work. It's been a stressful day at work, but we're home now. That's the wonderful part of the end of the day. One thing I do need to show you is how well my skin has done. Guys, like, okay, I was just looking in the mirror before and what the actual, why is this? This feels more matte than when I used my primers. I've used both this one, which is mattifying, and I've also used my poreless putty primer, and I'm like, why is this looking better? What in the actual? So I'm gonna test this out for the next couple of days this week. But you know how turned off I was by that scent? I still don't like it all that much. It's tacky, obviously, but then it sinks in. It just like sinks in and it just goes like, I'm sticking here. Like, I'm here, bish, you ain't moving me. And that's just how it is. So, what? Let's check back in tomorrow. I'm gonna just do like before and after shots, and then we'll have the final thought. I just, wow. So now that I've been using this for a full 2 weeks, I wanted to give you my final thoughts. So you can see like the product's gone down a little bit down here, but honestly I've actually found this to be really good. Like you saw, you have to work so fast with this. So basically think like the Flash and just go like it gives you like maybe 30 seconds of time before it's like sunk into your skin. You've seen the results because I've been doing check-ins in the morning and at night. Overall, the shininess of my face is actually incredibly good. I've been using this just by itself as a primer and I've been really enjoying the finish that it's given. Like you can see today, the finish is still really good. I don't find any trouble applying any of my different foundations, anything like that. And being oil-free is obviously a good thing if you've got oily skin like me. Basically, I really like this. Now, you saw from the start of this video, I was freaking out because this is also scented, but my skin hasn't broken out any more than it would normally. But I really like this. It's cheap, it's drugstore. I buy this one from iHerb, and that's really easy for me, but obviously in America you can get this from all over the place because I know that most of my viewers are over in America. Again, the packaging's cute. I like the way that it dispenses. It keeps everything very nice and hygienic. So hopefully this 2-week review of this skincare product has been helpful for you guys, because you know that I'm not really here for the first impressions because that doesn't really give you a fulsome view of what something is like over a period of time, which is what is really important, especially when it comes to skincare. So overall, incredibly happy. So glad that I got this, and I'm going to continue using it because why the hell not? So don't forget to check me out on Instagram, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I come with new videos every week, roughly every Saturday or Sunday, depending on what time zone you're in, because obviously I'm based in New Zealand, so if you're in America, I'm kind of in the future. So yeah, I hope that you all have a lovely week, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!